Okay, good evening, everyone. Am I audible to all of you? If yes, just type in Y in the chat box. Am I audible? Just give me some confirmation. Type it in the chat box if I'm audible to all of you. Give me a second. Yeah, in the chat box, all of you can do it. Am I audible? Great, great, wonderful, wonderful. So let's get started. So for the first time, I'm going live on YouTube. As you all know, before this, I've made videos, but it was never live. So this is the first time we are going live. And I want all of you to do settle down. All right. I want you to keep this session very engaging. How do you engage? So I'll be giving you lots of things. You need to engage by typing sentences, words, your queries. We will look into all those things. So what exactly we will cover for today? Now, today we will cover vocabulary, why it is important, how you can enhance your vocabulary, and what are the tips and techniques you can try that will help you out. Okay. So let me open up the presentation for all of you. Give me a moment. Give me 1 second. Yeah. Okay. So I believe the screen is visible to all of you. Yeah. Is it completely visible? If visible, just type in V in the chat box. Visible, type V. V, visible, wonderful, wonderful. Now, before we start the session on vocabulary, let me share a tip of the day that will help you a lot. Now, how many of you want to speak perfect English? That if I speak English, people will be impressed. If yes, type in P or impressed I in the chat box, that I want to speak perfect English so that people will be impressed how I speak. If yes, type in I or P, that I want to speak perfect English and I want to impress people. Type in I in the chat box. Excuse me. Yeah. Type in I in the chat box of perfect English. Right. Now, this is something you have to understand. Many of us think that we should be speaking perfect English. However, in reality, there is nothing called perfect. There is nothing called perfect. Nothing is perfect, because the moment you do something perfect, there is nothing more to do. The moment you try to impress someone, there is a challenge that happens. Today, I'll tell you why, while you are speaking, you should never try to impress anyone and never go for perfect English. Rather, you should go for good English, excellent English, rather than perfect English, and why you should not impress. So write down the tip of the day. Speak to express, not to impress. Write this down first. Speak to express, not to impress. I'll explain to all of you in the next slide. All right. So write this down first. Speak to express, not to impress. Now, why did I say when you speak, you should be speaking to express your thoughts, your ideas, and share what you want to share with the audience. Now, what is the difference between expressing yourself and trying to impress the audience? Now, you have to understand communication. Here I'm talking about the speaking part. Communication is a very natural process. It is a natural process. If you try to control it every time, what will happen? You will become very conscious in your mind. You will try to control everything. You will try to control everything. So right now you can observe me that I'm speaking. You can see my hand movement, my gestures, postures, and I'm trying to speak very naturally. What is the natural phenomenon to me? I'm not trying to do something that will look very perfect to everyone. I'm not doing anything. It's a live stream, live video that's going on. Now, why some of us we struggle while speaking? Because we are always trying to impress the other person. Now, let me show you what is the difference. This is the difference. When you try to express yourself, you are under no pressure. Mentally, you are under no pressure. Why? because you are relaxed. So right now I am looking at the camera and I'm speaking on my own. I have not learned anything. I'm just going with the flow. So right now mentally I'm relaxed. But the moment I try to impress somebody, what will happen is I'll become self-conscious. Rather than focusing on my way of delivering the speech, I'll try to focus on how the audience is reacting to me at every point of time. So my mindset from thinking and speaking will focus directly towards the reaction of the audience. Now, if my thought process shifts to the reaction of the audience, do you think I'll be able to focus on the speech, or I'll be more focused on the audience? What will happen? If you think I'll focus more on the audience and then I'll try to control everything, type in audience or A in the chat box. That the focus from speaking naturally will focus towards the audience. Yeah, so think about it. So when you are speaking, never worry. I'm not saying that you don't worry about the audience. Do it, no problem, but it should not be too much. Focus more on the delivery of the speech. Be more relaxed. Second, you speak on your own. You speak on your own. So right now, whatever I have to speak, I'm speaking in my own way. I'm not technically thinking about every moment how the audience is reacting. Once or twice, I'm asking you to type something in the chat box. Once or twice I'm asking you to type something in the chat box, but it's almost a span of 10-15 seconds later I'm asking you. I'm not asking you to do it every 2 seconds or 4 seconds. Okay, so you have to understand communication is a very engaging process. It's a very engaging process. Once you are trying to express yourself, you will make less mistakes. Why? Because when I am natural, when I'm trying to speak with my own strengths, I know what my strengths are. So let's say someone has limited vocabulary. He will be able to focus on that limited vocabulary rather than trying to copy someone else. Rather than trying to copy someone else. So what will happen? Because he's focused on his strengths, he will obviously make less mistakes. He will obviously make less mistakes. Okay? But the other person who is trying to match up to the audience, every moment I'm trying to match up to the audience, I'll worry every time about the reaction of the audience. So what will happen? I'll make more mistakes. I'll make more mistakes because every time I'm thinking about how the audience is reacting. So it is not a very natural process. If you try to express yourself, you go with the flow. So when I'm speaking, whatever I'm comfortable with, I'll go with that flow. If I'm comfortable with power words, I will use power words. If I'm comfortable with basic vocabulary, I'll go with basic vocabulary. But whatever is natural to me, I'm going with that. But when I try to impress others, I'll try to control everything. I will always think, if the audience is not clapping for me, if the audience is not very happy with me, so my mind's thought process shifts directly, drastically. Okay. And the most important part, when you speak to express, you accept that mistakes will happen. You accept that mistakes will happen. While speaking, there may be a occasional slip of the tongue. There may be occasional slip of the tongue. Instead of shall, I said will. Or instead of will, I said shall, vice versa. Right? That's okay. But when you are speaking naturally, if you make a mistake, I can always correct myself, say sorry, and move ahead. Yes or no? Giving clarity to all of you, getting clarity, all of you. So if you make a mistake, you can always correct yourself. I'm so sorry, I wanted to say this, I said this. Correct yourself and you can always move on. But the moment you try to impress from the beginning, because you have tried to control everything, the moment you will make a mistake, you will become frozen, stiff. Oh my God, I made a mistake. Now people will laugh at me. Because you are not in a natural way of speaking. You're focusing on the unnatural way of speaking. So remember this. Whenever you are speaking to someone, always think about being yourself. Don't try to just become like, be perfect. You will make mistakes. It's part of communication. The more mistakes will happen, the more you will improve also. So that will happen. You will make some mistakes here and there. That's okay. If you can understand the mistake where you made it, you can correct yourself, say sorry, move ahead. If you don't know it, later you can go through it, and if somebody guides you, you can correct yourself. So remember for today, speak to express, not to impress. Never go for perfection, go for excellence. Is it clear? So if you want to improve and become excellent, type in E in the chat box now. That I will not go for perfection, because then you are putting pressure on yourself psychologically. Communication is a very psychological process. It is a very psychological process. Most of us are not aware of it. Okay. So understand that while you are speaking, focus on the overall delivery of the message, how you connect with the audience, how comfortably you are able to speak. That is more important. That is paramount, right? Now let's focus towards vocabulary. Let's focus towards vocabulary. As I said, today we will focus on vocabulary. Now, there are two things we'll cover today. The first one is, so I'll be moving ahead. If you have any questions, you can put it in the chat box. I'll be happy to answer. So the first one that I'll explain to you how you can enrich your vocabulary is what we call the trap of very, by reducing the usage of the word very. Now try to understand this. In an Indian context, very word is used extremely commonly. It is a extremely common word. Very. He is very good. The food is very nice. This is very beautiful, or she is very beautiful. खाना बहुत बढ़िया था. ये बहुत अच्छा है. Now this word is very common to us in an Indian context. Now nothing wrong in the word very. Nothing wrong. If you are using very multiple times, there is nothing wrong. However, you can make a minor change in this word and enhance your vocabulary. How you do that? Let me explain this to all of you. Now, let's look at it. So these are some common words that we use quite often. For example, very good. So many times we make sentences with very. I'm very happy today. She is very sad today. He is very nervous today. He is very talented, very rich, very poor. Nothing wrong in using very. However, what you can do, if you want to enrich your vocabulary, you can reduce this word very. Reduce it. I'm not saying you completely remove it, reduce it. And instead of that, you can use some better words also. How you do that? For example, let's say on the screen, as you can see, there are so many words: very much, very happy, very nervous, very talented. So what you can do is you can open Google, and in Google you can type in synonym. Write this word synonym, synonym, synonym of the word very and the specific word that you want to put. For example, let's say I want to find the synonym of very happy, or synonym of very talented, or synonym of very rich. So you just need to type this one. Let this come up. Synonym of very. All you need to do, let's say the word is very talented. So I just need to type in synonym of very talented. Okay. You will get lots of words. You will get lots of words. Okay. For example, if I just type in synonyms of very good, I'll get these words: brilliant, fantastic, impressive. If I type in synonyms of very beautiful in Google, I'll get these words like cute, marvelous, dazzling. Synonyms of very tough, hard, resolute, ferocious. Now see the word that is almost near to that meaning. Let's say beautiful. Which word out of these you find is nearer to that meaning? Beautiful or good or tough. The word that you find is much more closer to the actual word. Start using that word from now on. Start using that word from now on instead of using very and that word. For example, if I say you did the work, let's say I make this statement: he's a very good person. Okay, or he did a very good work. He did a very good work on the project. I'll try to reduce this word very, very good and try to use he did a brilliant work on the project, or he did a fantastic work on the project, instead of using very good. So what I'm doing, I'm just trying to reduce the usage of very and substituting it with a better word which sounds much more professional. Okay, so I can say he is a very rich person. Instead of that, I can say he's an affluent person. He's a wealthy person. It will sound much better. Is that clear to all of you? So what you can do, the task that you can do for today is write down in a piece of paper all the words that you use with the word very. All the words that you use with the word very. So you'll get approx 20-25 words. Okay. Now go to Google, type in synonyms of very and that specific word. You'll get list of words. Find the best possible word that you like and start using it from the next time in your sentence. If you start using even 4 5 words, new words, you will see how easily you are able to reduce the usage of very and start using much better words while making the same type of sentences. Is it clear to all of you? If clear, type C in the chat box. Any questions, you can put it in the chat box. If it is completely clear, type in C in the chat box. All of you. Yeah, somebody says exactly, it is my biggest problem. Absolutely, Deepak, I understand. So if it is clear till now, just type in C in the chat box that it is clear. So what you do, make a list of the words that you are using with very. Go to Google, type in synonyms of very and that specific word, and just find the word that you like, that is nearer to this word, and start using it. Sounds good? Good. Wonderful. 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 All right. Now let's move to the next part. So this is one trick I've shared with you. You can try this, note it down, and start substituting the words instead of very. Now, let's move to the next part. Now, here the part that I'll open up for all of you. Here I want you to be extremely interactive. Extremely interactive. So right now I'll share with you 10 to 15 different words at all three levels: basic level, intermediate level, and advanced level. Okay, so I'll share with you three different types of words, same meaning, with a basic level, intermediate level, and a advanced level. What you need to do is you need to make sentences with the advanced level, right? So you will see how easily you will be able to substitute basic words with more intermediate or advanced words. Okay, you will see for yourselves right now. So let's open it up, and these are extremely simple words. This is called expanding vocabulary across levels. Expanding vocabulary across levels. How many of you want to speak more advanced vocabulary? If yes, type in A in the chat box, or advanced ADV in the chat box, that I want to speak more advanced vocabulary. Let me have water. Yeah, wonderful. Wonderful. Right. So now let's look at certain words. So the first word is help. At a basic level, we use this word help. At a more intermediate level, we use assist. And at a more advanced level, we use the word facilitate. At a more advanced level, we will use the word facilitate. Facilitate. All right. So I want you to make a sentence either with the word assist or with the word facilitate, and type in the chat box. Go ahead. Make a sentence either with the word assist instead of help. Help is the extremely basic word. Try to come out of this. Try to come out of this. So make a sentence either with the word assist or with the word facilitate, and type in the chat box. Let's see. Go ahead. Think about something. Either make a sentence with the word assist, which is more intermediate level, or with the word facilitate. How can I assist you on this? Yes. Use more advanced word, facilitate. Use a facilitate. Yeah, Ramesh facilitated me during the exam preparation. Good. Please facilitate to train me. Absolutely. I'll assist my son in reading English passages. Yes, wonderful. So what you can do is from now on start reducing the usage of word help and start using better words. Assist or facilitate, right? Good. Next one. So at a basic level we use the word start. At a basic level we use the word start. Intermediate level begin, and advanced level initiate. Advanced level initiate. So I want all of you to make a sentence with the word initiate. Make a sentence with the word initiate. Yeah, with the word initiate. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Make a sentence with the word initiate. Yeah, absolutely. She has initiated the project. I I took the initiation to learn English. Yeah, I initiated this project. Yeah, absolutely. They are wonderful, wonderful. I'll initiate. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, getting clarity, all of you. So I'm sharing with you three types of words: one basic, one intermediate, one advanced. Try to practice more the intermediate or the advanced word. Clear? Good, good. So I want all of you, if you have liked the video till now, to click on the like button and just give me a like. If you've liked or learned something new till now, I'll be sharing more. So just give a like quickly so that we move to the next one. So there you'll find the like button at the bottom. Just click on like. Yeah, wonderful. All of you. Shall I move ahead now? Next one. Basic level, we say end. Intermediate level, finish. And advanced, conclude. End, finish, conclude. So make a sentence with conclude. Make a sentence with conclude. Go ahead, all of you. End, finish, conclude. So make a sentence with the word conclude. Go ahead, all of you. Think on something. It will be almost the same sentence that you are using with end. However, the word will change. So you'll be using conclude instead of the word end. You'll be using the word conclude. Sounds good? Yeah. Make sentences with conclude. Go ahead, all of you. You have concluded the root cause analysis. Yeah, I'll conclude my final project. Yeah, absolutely. And be here until you type, until you are here. You will not get the value out of this session. Believe me. Otherwise, you will just be observing. It will not add value to your thought process. Your subconscious mind needs to develop. All right. Your subconscious mind needs to develop. So make sentences. Even if you are making short sentences, it's fine. No problem. Okay. The next one. Wonderful. Ask, request, inquire. Ask, request, inquire. So make a sentence with inquire. Ask, request, inquire. Go ahead, all of you. Ask, request, inquire. Yeah, I inquired about the sale. Yeah, wonderful. Ananta, wonderful. Can I inquire about something, Arpita? All right. I have inquired uh, the product already. Yeah, Veera, yeah, absolutely wonderful. I inquired Rajni, absolutely wonderful. You need to inquire about this person. Yeah, Trip Guru, wonderful. Okay. Inquire, Mona, yeah, absolutely at hotel for room tariffs. Wonderful. Wonderful sentence. Good. Good. Next one. Tell, inform, notify. Tell, inform, notify. So make a sentence with notify. Make a sentence with notify. Make a sentence with the word notify. Tell is the common word. Most of us use it. Inform is slightly more at a upper intermediate level, but the advanced one is notify. Okay, and it sounds good also. It sounds extremely good also. Notified somebody. So yeah, notified about the sentences. Wonderful, Sunil. Right, wonderful. Please notify when you start the recording. Absolutely, Sunil. Wonderful. Yeah, Gabba, can I inquire? Yeah, we will notify the hotel manager. Absolutely, I notified about the exams. Okay, just notify him once the class starts. Praveen, wonderful. Wonderful. Vilas, I inquire about the place. Yeah, notify. Use notify right now. Okay, yeah, wonderful. Flipkart notified about the sale. Yeah, absolutely, Dal. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. So let's move to the next one. Let's move to the next one. Yeah, one thing. So people, today we have a today we have a session, live session, a webinar exactly 7:45 p.m. Okay, so if any of your friends or relatives or colleague, they want to join my live session tonight sharp at 7:45, I'm sharing a link in the chat box. Ask them to join that WhatsApp community. Okay, I've shared a WhatsApp community. Just ask them to join the WhatsApp community and they will be able to attend the webinar live. Yeah, I've shared it with all of you. Just share with your friends, relatives, colleagues who are struggling in English communication and who want to know more about English communication. They can attend the live webinar tonight sharp at 7:45. Okay. Okay. Let's move ahead now. Let me go back one more time. Yeah. Give me a second. Yeah. Okay. Is the screen visible to all of you right now? The next one. Buy, purchase, and acquire. Buy, purchase, and acquire. Just a second. Yeah, is the screen visible right now? It will come up. Give me 1 second. Yeah, now it's visible, I believe. So buy, purchase, and acquire. Make a sentence with acquire. Make a sentence with acquire. Yeah, I believe now it's visible. Great. Make a sentence with acquire. Acquire. Yeah, I acquired a good Sangeeta. We will acquire the candidate soon. Yeah, Guru, right? Acquired a new dress. Wonderful, Ambika. Wonderful. Google acquired YouTube. Yeah, absolutely. Acquired a new bike. Somebody says I acquired a new bike on Dhanteras. Yeah, absolutely. Why not? All right. Next one. Eat, consume, devour. right? Eat, consume, devour. So make a sentence with consume. Devour would be slightly more advanced. Use with the word consume. Consume would be better for many of you. Use consume, right? Yeah, consume will be much better, right? Devote, sometimes we use it in a negative sense also, right? So use consume, that will be much better. Use consume. Yes. Next one. Choose, select, opt for. Sounds better? Opt for. I'll opt for something instead of I'll choose something. Opt for. So make a sentence with opt for. Make a sentence with opt for. All of you. Yeah. Make a sentence with opt for. Yeah. With opt for. OPT FOR. Opt for cinema. Okay. Opt for a car rather than wonderful sentence. Gopal Krishnan. Then a bike. Yeah. Opt for speakopedia for my learning. Lavanya. Wonderful. Zoom. Okay. All right. All right. Opt for. Okay. Must consume healthy food. Good. Let's move. Answer, respond, reply. Answer, respond, reply. So the next one, answer, respond, reply. Make a sentence with respond. Make a sentence with respond. Respond sounds better. Respond sounds much better. Okay. Rather than reply, I would recommend use response. Respond. Sorry. Respond. It will sound much better. So make a sentence with respond. I responded. Karthik, it will be I responded to your question. Responded. Right? Past. Yeah. All done. Next one. Give, provide, contribute. Make a sentence with contribute. Give, provide, contribute. So I want you to make a sentence with contribute. Yeah. She responded to my call. Joy responded to my call. Okay. Yeah, I have contributed. Good, Ananda. I responded. Yeah, absolutely. Want to contribute something. Good. Good. Nowadays, children do not respond immediately. Good, Sangeeta. Wonderful. Mariam, she always respond very politely. Okay, Mariam, you can change the sentence a bit. You can change the sentence. Yeah, please contribute. Yeah, wonderful. Wonderful. Next one. Think, think, consider, contemplate. Contemplate is a really nice word. Really nice word. So I would recommend use this more. Okay. Either consider or contemplate. So make a sentence with contemplate. Think, consider, or contemplate. Make a sentence with contemplate. Okay. Go ahead. Either use consider or contemplate. Contemplate sounds extremely good. Extremely good. Right? Yeah. I'll contribute. I'll contemplate. Yeah. Okay, good. Look, observe, scrutinize. This is a nice word, wonderful word, scrutinize. Look, observe, scrutinize. So make a sentence with the word scrutinize. It sounds extremely professional. Scrutinize, all right? Make a sentence with scrutinize. Go ahead. There is slight change between observe and scrutinize. Observe it, you are observing something deeply, but scrutinize is you are going more into like at a more advanced level, you are observing much more at a deeper level than we say generally scrutinize, but you can use it. You can use it, all right? Yeah. Scrutinized you, yeah, scrutinize my research prep paper, yeah, wonderful. I'll contemplate about the advice, wonderful Sachin, wonderful Jeevan, they scrutinized all the documents, yes, absolutely, wonderful. So use this word, scrutinize, it will sound extremely good while you are speaking also. If you use this word, it sounds extremely good, okay? Yeah, CBI scrutinize the murder case, yeah. Understand, comprehend, and grasp. Understand, comprehend, and grasp. So use the word grasp. Use the word grasp. Use the word grasp. Make a sentence with the word grasp. It sounds extremely good. Grasp. I grasped the idea. I grasped what you said to me, what you wanted to say to me, right? Yeah. I grasped the things so easily. Good, Arpita. Wonderful. We grasped the matter. Aruda. Wonderful. Yeah. Yeah, Karthik, right. I grasp the topic. Ambika, right. Absolutely. Rahul, right. Grasp whatever you wanted to. Altaf Chaudhary, right. Wonderful. Vrushali, yeah, absolutely right. Mona, I grasp your language. Wonderful. Wonderful. Afreen, a grasping level. Yeah, good. Good. Afreen as well. Wonderful. 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 The next one. Say, state, articulate. Say, state, articulate. Articulate sounds much better. So you articulate something means you explain something in a beautiful way, right? So you articulated it or stated. So use state or you can use articulate. Either of this, whichever you are comfortable, you can use it in the sentence. State, articulate, or say. State, articulate. Sorry, say, state, and articulate. So use either with state or with articulate. Good. Make with either say, sorry, not the say, state or with articulate. State or with articulate. Go ahead. Articulate something. So make a statement, Ashwini. Make a statement. Grasp, past is grasped. ED. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Our public speech must be articulated. Wonderful. Wonderful, Archita. Yeah. I articulated before this. Yeah, absolutely. Grasp me. Yeah. Can I articulate about something? Yeah, Arpita, you're right. Yeah, wonderful. Wonderful. So articulate or state, whichever you are comfortable, you can use both. Both looks sounds better. Both sounds good. You can use either of them. Both are fine words, nice words. Again, start, commence, embark on. Start also we have done earlier. Start we have done earlier also, right? So start, commence, embark on. Start, commence, embark on. So embark on, I'd recommend. Commence is also nice. You can use either of them. Commence is also nice. Commence is also nice. You can use embark on also. I embarked on a new journey, on an adventure, right? So you start something, that is called embarking on. Remember this word. Or commenced. Okay, commenced. Yeah, I commence something new. Both are same, Altaf. Both are same. It's just that these are some better words. That also we have done earlier. This also we are doing again. We are using the word start. So both are same. Don't worry. Okay. Yeah. Next one. Keep, retain, preserve. Keep. And when you say this word keep, don't say ka. Keep. 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 Remember this, the pronunciation, how I'm doing it. Don't say keep. Keep. Retain, 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 preserve, preserve, preserve. Okay. So when you pronounce it, make it more prominent, right? Retain, preserve. Yeah, make a sentence with preserve or retain. Make a sentence with preserve or retain. Yeah, I preserved the cake. Yes, Haribabu, absolutely. Yeah, so instead of freeze, use refrigerator. That will sound better, Lakshmi Narayan. Use refrigerator. Okay. Yeah. Manuscripts are preserved in a museum. Wonderful, Afreen. Wonderful. Preserve. Okay, so you have to make the sentence. Advanced scan, whoever you are, make the sentence. Okay. I'll preserve the cake for them. Yeah. I'll preserve my childhood memories. So if you are using childhood, use the word memories. All right. It will sound better. I commenced on a new routine. Yeah. Rushali, you are right. Absolutely right. Wonderful. 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 Okay. Webinar I have told you. So let's move ahead. Now let's look at 10 smart words that you can use for workplace communication. Now we will look at 10 smart words that you can use for workplace communication. Yeah, absolutely. Quickly make the sentences, all of you. Okay. So let's look at some smart words that will help you in your workplace. All right. Now, the first one, certainly. Certainly. Now, a common word that we Indians use is okay or no problem. So I would highly recommend that if you are using the word okay or no problem, substitute it with the word certainly. Substitute it with the word certainly. So if you are someone on an Indian context, we keep on using this word okay, no problem, okay, I'll do this. Try to just change it a bit and say certainly I'll do it. It will sound better. Certainly I'll do it. Certainly I'll look into this. Certainly he will do it. So certainly, make a sentence with certainly. So reduce the usage of okay or no problem, which we use quite often, and use certainly. Make a sentence with the word certainly and use it while speaking. Also make sure that you are using it while speaking. Also make sure that you are using it. Yeah, certainly also means surely, no doubt about it. In this context also you can use it. Okay. Certainly, yeah, it will sound professional. On a, let's say you are in an office, instead of using okay or no problem, use this. The second one, modify. Modify. So instead of using the word change, use a better word, modify. We will change this project. Now, change is a negative word. Try to understand. Change is a highly negative word. Why? Not many people like change all of a sudden. So instead of using the word change, use modify. I will change the project. It sounds extremely negative. This sentence sounds extremely negative. Means you people think you change everything. So instead of this, you can soften it a bit and say, I'll try to modify this. I'll try to modify this project. It will sound better, right? So make a sentence with modify. Modify instead of change. If you're using change way too often, use modify. Next one, complications. Complications instead of word problem. Complications instead of word problem. Yeah, Archita, edit you can use. However, that I would still recommend the previous one, right? So if you are using the word problem, again, problem is a negative word, highly negative word. So try to reduce the impact of it and use complication. So instead of saying there is a problem, you can say there are certain complications. Complication is also a negative word, however, not extremely negative, right? Like the word problem. Okay, so use the word complication. Yeah, make a sentence with the word complications instead of, so substitute problem with complications. Yeah, yeah, there were a lot of complications during the operation. Yeah, absolutely. So there was a lot of complication during the operation. Yeah, no, don't say this, my sister is complicated. Yeah, but has complications. Use the word complication. Okay, we will face complications. Yeah, absolutely, Sangeeta, you're right. Yeah, there are many complications in the code. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. The next one, sensational. Sensational. Sensational instead of the word awesome. Instead of the word awesome. Now, awesome is a nice word, extremely nice word. However, a common word also. So next time if you are using the word awesome, you can substitute it with sensational. Wow, this is sensational. You have done a wonderful job. It is sensational work, right? So you can substitute awesome with the word sensational. Awesome is a nice word. However, it is used way too often. It is used way too often. So make a sentence with sensational. Yeah. It is sensational news. Absolutely. Yeah. Make a sentence with sensational. Okay. Don't say this. My boss is sensational. Yeah. You can use for some object. It will be better. Right. You are doing a sensational job. Yeah. It was. Yeah. Absolutely. Wonderful. So instead of awesome, use sensational. Next one. Elaborate. Elaborate. Instead of what do you mean? Now, in Asian countries, we use this question or we ask this question quite often. What do you mean by this? What do you mean by this? I did not understand. So instead of that, use please elaborate on what you said. Please elaborate on what you said. Okay. Instead of saying, what do you mean? So make a sentence with elaborate. Okay. Mosums are doing a sensational job. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Elaborate means describe it in details. Yeah, absolutely, Gopal. You're right. So describe it. Elaborate means instead of asking, what do you mean? It sounds a bit too rustic, right? It sounds a bit too common. What do you mean? We ask it. I did not understand what you said. What do you mean? So kindly elaborate on what you said. or kindly elaborate your speech. Means explain in details about it. It's a more sophisticated way of asking somebody or telling somebody to explain it in details. It's a sophisticated way. So use elaborate. Yeah, kindly elaborate once again. Can you elaborate more? Yeah, absolutely. Could you please elaborate? Yeah, absolutely. And everyone participate. Yeah, elaborate about. No, 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 Altaf, you have to change your sentence. You have to just reframe it a bit. You have just mentioned elaborate about blood. Either you ask that elaborate about the blood test, that will sound better instead of saying elaborate about blood. So it's not a complete sentence. All right, please elaborate about the blood test. Yeah, pardon you can use, but here we are doing something else. Okay, so instead of, don't have to say pardon, use this, it will sound better. You can use pardon, nothing wrong in that, but use this, it will sound better. Yeah, can you elaborate more? Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Please try to elaborate this topic. Absolutely wonderful. Now this is a nice word. This is one of my favorite word. I love this word. I simply love this word, leverage. So leverage, what exactly does this mean? Well, leverage means getting an advantage. It means getting an advantage. Okay, so getting an advantage means, let's say I'm in a certain position in a company, and because of this I get more advantages while taking some decision which any other person might not get in that company. So it's just, I'm leveraging my position. Now this is one of the most beautiful word. If you are in corporate sector, I would highly recommend use this word. Please leverage your ideas as an engineer to complete this project. Okay, means getting an advantage or using your position or idea or something to get an advantage over others. Indian team could leverage their bowling skills to win the match, or Indian team could leverage their batting skills to win the match. So means getting an advantage, use their batting skills to their advantage to win the match. Yeah, so make a sentence with leverage. It's a wonderful word, and I'd highly recommend all of you to use this word. Highly recommended if you really want to use some really nice vocabulary. Okay. Yeah, if you give more freedom, they will get leverage. Yeah, leverage my speech. Wonderful, wonderful. So use this word. As I said, highly recommended for all of you, especially if you are in corporate sector. People love this word. People, believe me, everybody loves this word. Yeah. So if you have learned something till now, I'd highly recommend it. If you have not liked the video, go ahead, like it. Just you need to put a thumbs up and like this video. All right. Just like it right now. Those who have not done it yet. If you have done it, you can leave it as it is. Yeah. Now, so just give a quick like if you have learned something new till now. Now, this is again a nice word. However, it is used more in a negative sense. It is used more in a negative sense. Ramifications. 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 Yeah. So what does ramification mean? It means bad things that have happened or might happen. It is generally used in a negative sense. It is used in a negative sense. All right. We may need to consider the ramifications before proceeding. We need to consider the things that might happen bad before starting this project. Means we need to think about the negative angle also. That is the meaning of ramifications. It's a nice word, however it is used more in a negative sense. It is used more in a negative sense. Okay, so make a sentence with ramifications. Yeah, make a sentence with ramifications. The ramifications of not studying was really not good, or he had because he did not work hard, the ramifications were visible, means the results were visible, right? The results were quite visible. Yeah, yeah, we didn't feel the ramifications about the project. Good. Remember, this ramification is generally used in a negative sense. Next one, this is also an extremely nice word, perplexing. Perplexing means confusing. Confusing. Yeah, BCCI needs to check the ramifications before they go to Pakistan. Yeah, Syed, again I'll explain. Ramification means something that will go bad or might go bad is ramification, Syed. Okay, that may go bad. That is ramification. If you don't study, the ramifications will not be so good. Okay, the result might not be so good. Something might go bad. Perplexing. So it means confusing. Confusing. Instead of using the word confusing, which is more common, use this word. I was perplexed. It was very perplexing for me. It was extremely perplexing for me. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Wonderful. Perplexing. Use this word. Okay. It will sound much better. Yeah. We didn't know the ramifications of the experiment. Yeah. The end result of the experiment. So, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. Ramification is a perplexing word. Wonderful, Mamta. Wonderful. Yeah. A project was perplexing. Yeah. Flight ticket. Okay. Booking the flight ticket is quite perplexing. All right. So, Ravi, you can try this. Booking the flight ticket is quite perplexing. Yeah. The story was quite perplexing. Yeah, absolutely. First time I heard this. Okay. Yeah, that's, I understand, Nishan. No issues. You try it, it will help you. It will help you. Yeah, some people are always perplexed in their life. Absolutely. Wonderful. 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 So it means confusing. Quite simply, it means confusing. Nothing to get confused. All right. Or nothing to get perplexed on a lighter note. Yeah. Perplexed with my work. Absolutely. This is also a extremely nice word. I'd recommend to all of you. The word is straightforward, which means easy. Easy. Okay. Straightforward. This is also extremely nice word. Easy. Yeah. So make a sentence with straightforward. It's also an extremely good word, especially this is used more in business English. If you are more in corporate sector, you are a working professional, this word I'd highly recommend. Instead of saying in front of the, let's say, the board of directors, the project was quite easy, rather say the project was quite straightforward for me, means the project was quite easy for me. Okay, so it is a extremely good word. I'd recommend to all of you, use this word instead of using easy. Yeah, English writing is straightforward, coding is extremely straightforward. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, straightforward means easy. Good. Wonderful. All right, another word which you can avoid is like. I'm not saying stop it completely. However, you can reduce the usage of this and use slightly better words such as, right? So I like, or you can say like something like, you can reduce the usage of like and say, I get so many opportunities. I'll work on opportunities such as this. So you can reduce the usage of like. I'm not saying that you stop the usage of like. We all use like and we use it multiple times. However, instead of like this, you can use such as. So try to make a sentence, try to think on it. A sentence with such as. I'll do a thing such as this. I'll do a thing such as this. Okay. A word you can reduce the usage of like. So make a sentence with such as this. I want answers such as this. Instead of saying I want answers like this, you can say I want answers such as this. Such as this. Sounds better. Okay. So you can use this such as this. Nothing wrong with the word like. However, it is overused. Generally, on an Indian context or an Asian context, we keep on using the word like way too often. Even I use it sometimes. All right. So you can reduce it. You can still use it, but reduce it. So instead of this, use such as, such as, such as this. Yeah. So make a sentence such as this. Yeah, absolutely wonderful. Yeah, wonderful. I worked in a company such as this. Wonderful. Okay. So let me stop the, that's it for today. Let me stop the screen sharing right now. I'll go back. Yeah, wonderful. Now, so today our major focus was how you slowly but steadily enhance or enrich your vocabulary. To enrich your vocabulary, you don't need to learn anything. You simply don't need to learn anything. All you need to do is just try out different types of words and make them in your sentences and make sentences with those words. All right. It will give you more clarity in your thought process. So what you do is, let's say instead of using this word, you try to substitute the other word which comes nearer to this word, or next time you're speaking you use a third word. So the same type of words, 2 3 words, if you are aware of, you can keep on changing it as per your convenience, as per your convenience. And whenever you are speaking, try to use slightly better words also. If you think you are not comfortable, go with basic words. Nothing wrong. Even if you use basic words, it is nothing wrong. Yet, recommend it slowly, steadily. Push the bar a bit, push the bar a bit, and you will see slowly you are absorbing more words. You don't need to memorize anything. Again, I say this, don't memorize words, because practically it is not possible for a human being to learn an entire dictionary. It is practically not possible. Rather, absorb new words, use it in sentences, connect with people, and then you will see how comfortably you are able to use better words. Sounds good? So that's it for this session. If you have any questions, you can put in the chat box. I'd be happy to answer. Any more questions, you can put it in the chat box. Okay. Yeah, one more thing. As I said, tonight I have a live webinar coming up. So if you have a friend, relative, colleague whom you think who is in desperate need to improve his or her English, who is in desperate need to improve his or her English and would like to attend my webinar tonight, 7:45 I have my webinar coming up. So you can share this WhatsApp community link with them, share this with them and ask them to just join this community. Once they join, they can attend the live webinar tonight sharp at 7:45. Okay. If you think you can help out somebody who is maybe your best friend or colleague or relative who needs to improve his or her communication in English, like you people are improving. All right. Sounds good. Yeah. Altaf, word sharp we should use before time or after time? Which word, Altaf? I did not get the question. Okay, Dayal has a query. I have noticed that I often fumble and use excessive fillers when speaking. How can I improve? Slow down your speech. So Dayal has a nice question. Let me share with all of you. I have excessive fillers. Fillers means it keeps on happening. How you reduce fillers? slow down your speech. Number one, write this down. How to reduce fillers. Number one, slow down your speech. Don't try to speak fast. The faster you speak fast only if you can think that fast. If you can think that fast. If you cannot, slow down your speech. Number one. Number two, focus on short, simple sentences initially. Build up the flow. Once you have improved, then go with longer sentences. Okay, so don't try to say everything in one sentence. Go with shorter, simple sentences, and do practice in front of the mirror. Try to speak with short sentences. You will see slowly, steadily you are able to reduce. And every time the fumbling comes up, just close your lips immediately. If you think the fumbling comes up, immediately you have to close it while you are practicing. So consciously you will understand that fumbling is happening. You will start to control yourself initially. All right, after a few days you will see the fumbling has reduced a lot and you'll be able to speak better. Okay, number one, slow down. Number two, focus on short sentences initially, then later on you can go with long sentences. Yeah. Okay, if you want, ramification means something that has to go bad or something that will go bad or may turn bad. The ramifications might not be so good, or I did not like the ramifications of it, means the result of it which was not so good, something it is used in a negative context. Okay, yeah, Deepak, for kids I'll let you know later on. You send a WhatsApp to me later on and I'll definitely answer. Okay, so for kids it's a different session we have. Yeah, recording will be uploaded. So people, if you have liked the session till now, we went live for the first time. I would highly recommend give a like in this video. It is live and I believe you learned something. Use it. Trap of very. I told you, speak to express, not to impress. Be focused on delivery of the speech. Don't focus on making it a perfect speech. You will make mistakes. It's absolutely part of the game. No problem. But what will happen? The more you speak, the better you become. Your confidence will build up, and that is extremely critical. That is extremely critical. Okay. Yeah, Jeevan, this is a live live video. We are live. It's a completely live streamed video. All right. So we'll share the recording. Don't worry. We'll share the recording. Okay. The same video will be there after this. I close this and I end this live stream. Okay. So it will be there. Okay, Altaf, what's your question? I missed it. Okay, this is your question. Shall I say sharp at 7:45 or 7:45 p.m. sharp? Both works. Altaf, both works. You can use either of them. Whichever you are comfortable, you can use it. No problem. Okay. So that's it, people. We'll be wrapping up the session. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful time. And if you have not yet liked the video, so go ahead, like and subscribe to this channel. Okay, I'll be sharing more videos in the coming days. So go ahead and subscribe to this channel. I've shared a link. If you have friends, colleagues, relatives who want to improve, you can share the WhatsApp community link with them and they can join my live webinar tonight sharp at 7:45. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye. God bless all of you. Bye-bye.